Okay, today you're going to be creating a clipping mask using an image either that you've taken from a past project or that you found on the internet. I'm going to be doing an example with just an internet photo. You can Google them and download them. The clipping mask template is posted in Teams. You're just going to double click and it will automatically open up in Photoshop. The first thing that you should do is change it to your name. So once it's open, File, Save As, you're going to change it to your name, and you can just leave it as a Photoshop document for now. Just hit OK. In order to change the text in the middle, you're going to double click on the box and then type in your name. I'm just going to do art for now. You can select all of it and change the font if you want. Best fonts are fonts that are pretty thick. We'll do this. You can also make it bigger, either by holding down, typing in a larger number here up at the top, or you can also hold down the Option and Command keys and drag it. If you also go, the other way you can resize it is going over to the Move tool and just making it bigger so that you can see all of it. Once you've chosen your font and you've typed in your word, you're going to drag your artwork or your image into this screen. I'm going to use the Great Wave. You drag, first make sure that you've saved everything by clicking on the Move tool, then I'm going to drag in my artwork. You want to make sure that you double click inside the artwork and that it covers your letters completely. Over in the layers, you're going to right click on the image itself, go down and create a clipping mask. Now you'll see that my image is in there. As long as I'm selected on this layer, the image's name, I can move the image around until I find a place that I like. Now, if I want to change anything about my letters, I have to click on the letters and then I can make the letters bigger if I wanted to, move them around. While I'm moving the letters, you can see that the artwork is actually staying still. And if you see the black in your letters, it means that your artwork isn't actually covering all of the letters. Now, you can add what's called a drop shadow to your letters. Sometimes that makes it look a little bit nicer. You could also add a stroke or an outline. That's basically what that is. You can play around with what's called layer style, or you can leave it as is. When you've gotten your letters to where you want, okay, you can crop them if you have extra space, if you want to make them a little bit smaller, make sure you double click. And then you're going to File, Save As, change your format to a JPEG. Hit OK, and you're done. You can create as many as you want. If you want to change the artwork behind there, you can drag this layer right into the trash and then start with another image.